Uh-oh. Oh, cool. Hello. I'm a little late. I can't lie. Sorry, I'm so tired. Like I am really, really tired. Um, One sec. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a weird one. I'm hoping this still goes well. Oh, I didn't press on that, did I? I don't think I did. Oh, I might have. Maybe not. I hope not. Alright, well, whatever. Hello. Update on me. Week 2. Yippee. I've been putting this off for the whole day because I've been doing stuff. Oh, it did open. Oh, it did. It really did open. There we go. Okay, it's gone now. Yeah. Been a pretty eventful week, I can't lie. It has been one of those weeks where you do stuff and stuff keeps happening, and I have so much more to talk about today than I did last week, actually. Except they're probably smaller bits than last week, so probably end up being the same amount of length, probably. Alright. Without further ado, I should get started. So number 1, happy Valentine's Day. Anybody who celebrates, I don't really know what celebrating what that entails. But sorry, I just had to close my door. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're spending this time with a loved one, someone you can really consider yourself being with for the rest of your life. And if you're not, then I'm sorry, I guess. But anyway, all of this is just to say I hope you're all doing well, hanging out with your friends, maybe a potential lover. Now let's move on to the stuff I care about. Okay, Kendrick's halftime show. Kendrick Lamar, Super Bowl halftime show. One of, one of the biggest events of this week, I'd say, in terms of, major stuff happening. Which, it's not as big as the Grammys, but it certainly is something good. Something fun. I think it was good. I've seen a lot of people hating on it because they couldn't hear it well enough, or because he was too loud over the backing vocals. These opposing views, and I found out recently that was because of specific news channels and stuff having horrible mixing. But if you listen to it on the YouTube video that came out from the NFL, it is a lot better. And people are like, oh, there was no one. There was no one in the stands cheering for anyone. It was so dead. Yeah, because it's mainly made for television. Those sorts of things. And I wanted to talk about specifically one of my favourite parts about it, which was the message. Because Kendrick Lamar doesn't say things. He's got things to say, right? So, you have all of these songs, all of these things that you're saying, and generally, yeah, he is basically saying that the American life is a game. And a game that Kendrick Lamar has been playing while criticizing at the same time. and how, you know, America wants this nice, calm Kendrick, but in reality, what we really want is a Kendrick Lamar that can speak the truth, speak things that should be believed. And there are a few things he says. 40 Acres and a Mule is one of the things. The revolution better be televised. You picked the right time for the wrong guy. And it's like, well, this guy is actually, you know, he's saying something. He's speaking the truth. You know what I mean? The songs that were played, I love GNX. GNX, such a good album. Possibly better than some of the other albums that he has made. I mean, Untitled Unmastered, some people may not even consider an album, because it's just like an outtake sort of thing, but I think it was billions of times better than that. And now they're going on tour, and I was actually trying to get tickets today, but I had a little bit of a chat with my parents, and they basically said, we can bring along we can pay for your ticket, but we're not going in there with you, and you can't go in on your own, so you will need another person to come with you, basically. And I've been asking, and apparently everyone else is poor, so that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, Kendrick, SZA being there, obviously. I mean, Luther, All the Stars. Actually, the first time I ever heard All the Stars, I haven't heard that song before, which is weird. But I mean, Humble and DNA were musts. You know, that they're the Kendrick songs, if you will. You know, Damn was such a big hit. He couldn't really play any of the songs that he played when he did the performance with Dr. Dre, but you know, it was a good performance. Well, what I'm trying to say is it was a good performance with good music, and not like us. It just the way he looked at the camera when he was like, "I hear you like I'm young," that was hilarious in its own right. The whole crowd screaming A minor, which is not the first time that has happened this year already, because of the Grammys. You know, it was beautiful. I've just gotten a ping from someone. Let's take a look. Oh, I don't care. Yeah, more my experience with music this one is, but Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet deluxe version came out the other day. So I decided before that to re-listen to the original. And originally I didn't like it. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I thought it was boring. I thought it was, you know, not great. And I listened to it again, and it is just so much better than I originally thought. And there are still some songs that I think are, you know, not good. I feel like Espresso was fine, but it's been a bit overplayed by the radio and all stuff like that. And, you know, talking about all that stuff, kind of getting into it, it's... Yeah, it's a good album. I feel like I was hating on it because someone recommended it to me. I think I moved it up to a 5 or a 6. It's good. It's just not my type of music, which is the same thing I said for Emails I Can't Send. So yeah, it's pretty. Is there anything else? Drake's releasing a collab album today. I didn't know that. It might have already released. I can't be bothered to check. But yeah, Drake's releasing a new collab album with someone. I'm sure it'll be complete ass. And even if it's not complete ass, it'll probably be shitted on because it's Drake. I don't understand that, because Drake has already said, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out of the." He stopped making music, and then he tried to sue Spotify and like SoundCloud or something for boosting the streams with Not Like Us, and now he's just back to making music. I don't really understand that. Yeah, whatever. Thank you, NFL Podcast, for telling me that, because I would not have known about the Drake album if it wasn't for that podcast. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about, really, in terms of music. Today's music part is pretty... it's very much about me today, I feel like. Yeah, I think that's it for music. We're at a whopping 10 minutes, and I've already done with the music section. That feels wrong, but I have a few things to talk about me. We can kind of start with a more music-based thing. I play guitar. It's something that a lot of my friends will know. I know my friends watch this. A lot of my friends will know. I play guitar. I love playing guitar. One of my favorite hobbies. When I play guitar, something just happens to me, and I become happier. I feel better. Like, I feel like a good person. I feel like people respect me. And, you know, guitar makes me feel happy. And I realised that the other day, and it just made me think, I need to play guitar more. I need to play more guitar. I need to get better at guitar, because if I'm good at guitar, you know, that's something I can pivot into. You know what I mean? I can go, oh, I didn't get the job I wanted. Okay. Or, like, I'm struggling at the moment. I can start playing guitar, maybe get better at it, become, you know, start playing at a more professional level. Because it is fun. It is so fun. It is genuinely one of my favourite things ever. Also, forgot to mention, the gain on the mic is up today, because I realised that it was way too quiet the other day. So, yeah. Just wanted to bring that one up. But yeah. Okay. What else do we got on here that I wanna kinda... Yeah, okay, I mentioned this. It's Valentine's Day. And, you know, lots of people are having lovey-dovey, happy time with their girlfriend or boyfriend, and I am alone again. This is kind of the first year where it's kind of hit me that being alone on Valentine's Day is kind of sad, kind of upsetting, kind of depressing. You know, I guess it doesn't matter that much to me, but there are people I'd love to spend this day with that, you know, I know, and, you know, I don't get to, because I gotta stay home, because not only am I ill, so I can't go out with friends, no one loves me, at least not like that. I guess my parents love me, but that doesn't really count, let's be real. You know, it's not really a thing. Fuck, my mum's home. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm not even gonna mention it, I'm gonna be real. Sorry. I'm back. I don't know what I was talking about. I forgot. Gonna be honest. Oh fuck. I got a notification. 1 sec. Fuck's sake, man. What is this? It's not fucking possible. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm Valentine's Day. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. No one cares. Yeah, GCSE is coming up. Every single day I get more and more worried that, maybe I'm not cut out for this life thing. And there's no lesson that reinforces that to me more than English lessons. English lessons every single time make me feel like I am worthless. Like I am never going to amount to anything. Because, English is this super important subject that you need to do, and I can't do it. I can't. I can't. I see all these people writing way better answers than me, and every single time I write answers to these exam questions, I go, this one's really good, this one's better than the last one, and I found out it's just as good, maybe even a little worse. And it really fucking pushes me down, man. It makes me think, you know what, I'm never going to be good enough for not for anything, but for a lot of things. It just makes me feel, like I'm a horrible person. And it's like, I'm not a horrible person, but I feel like one. And yeah, that just kind of sucks. That does just kind of suck. Right. Yeah, I hate English. I feel like my friends will understand that. At least a few of them. Oh god, I'm yapping. I can't think of any, fucking... There's a few things here. Alright. What else? Alright, yeah. Yep. Alright. Here's a question for my friends, and I guess someone else who's watching this. Should I come back to Geometry Dash? Which is a question I ask myself constantly. I quit playing that game about a month ago to focus on other things, on my life outside of the internet, because it was just too addicting. And I got into the Binding of Isaac, which has the same influence on me. It's addicting. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. And I realise, if I'm playing this, do I just come back to Geometry Dash? And I think the answer's no. I genuinely think the answer is no. I've spent way too long on a game. I need to take more of a break. I need to go get an actual fucking life. In fact, I've considered quitting the Binding of Isaac because I play the game too much. I have about 400 hours on it now. I've had it for... I've been really playing it for about, a month or two now? And it's like... I spend too much time playing games. I need to spend more time doing other things, but I can't. It's in my nature. It feels like I can't do those things. And that's one of the biggest problems. I think I said this last time. This is the reason I started doing this. Just recording myself ranting so I can get shit out of my head onto a recording a video and get it out there so that people can hear what I have to say. Mostly my friends. I see you out there, my boys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. God, it doesn't matter this Valentine's Day. But yeah, maybe I should, but I probably shouldn't. And I'm going to not let anyone else decide. I think I'm just not going to come back. And that is the length of it, basically. few more things. Number one. So I've kind of already number one. What? Why did I say number one? Okay. Anyway, I've already touched on this a little. And last time I asked the question, "Am I fat?" So if I keep that trend going by asking another question, "Am I lonely?" And it's complicated. It really is. I didn't think it would be so complicated to answer such a simple question, but it is. It feels like I need to consider multiple sides, because on one hand I have so many cool friends that all support me in my decisions and help me and genuinely like me, but on the other hand, when I do things like go to school or, you know, go out for once, I feel like I see people and they don't say hi to me, and I'm like, should I say hi to them? Because I know who they are, but do they know who I am? Like, for example, the other day, I mentioned the woman's name is Madeline, I think, last time. My friends will know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I saw her the other day. I was like just walking around, and I was just like, should I say hi? I mean, I'm going to get a Tesco's meal deal. I don't exactly want people seeing me like that, and she definitely saw me, but she didn't say hi to me. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm not fucking saying hi. I don't want people to see me getting a meal deal. That's weird. People don't do that. But yeah, it just brought the question into my mind. And I was like, well, I gotta consider both sides of it. But, you know, like I said, I don't feel lonely all the time, but I feel lonely sometimes, especially days like this. Because I mean, like, I can see all my friends on the group chat being like, yeah, I'm having so much fun. We're all having so much fun together. And I'm not there, because, well, you know, I'm ill. I can't be there. And I get that, but it's like, damn, I'm here. I'm on this earth. A lot of people don't even realise that. Yeah, it's just like the grand scheme of things. I don't think anyone's particularly lonely. There's maybe a few people, but I'm not one of them. And I need to remind myself that. And keep on keeping on. Especially with my friend group. I mean, such a massive friend group. And I mean, I have a more close friend group, but we do a quite big one. The big one doesn't see these. The close friend group does. That's why I mention them. Yeah. Sorry, I went quiet for a second. I don't know. Emotional stuff. Hate being emotional. Right. My favourite segment of the whole thing. This is actually going to be shorter than usual, and by quite a lot. I was wrong. So I might have to find some other topic to talk about. But I will. I'll find that topic. Don't you worry. My best and worst moment of the week. We'll start with the best, because my worst is technically 2, and it's a little weird this week. So we'll start with the best moment of the week, which I didn't actually do last week, which I have down here as rediscovering communities, which was basically just, I used to be a part of the GD community. I still technically am. I'm in a few GD servers and stuff like that, but I'm not as much in it anymore. You know, I don't interact really anymore, and I forgot what being in a community is like, and ever since I started playing The Binding of Isaac, I decided to sort of rediscover the world of being in a community, asking people questions, posting funny images, whatever. And wow, I mean, there are some stupid questions I've asked that maybe I should have known the answer to, but this community is so welcoming and cool, and I joined it this week. Really, I mean, obviously I have all these hours, but I properly joined it this week, and it felt good. It felt good to finally be in this sort of place where I could speak about my experiences with this game, because I don't really speak about my experiences with this game that much. Yeah, no. I really don't. I really don't speak with people that much about this game, especially in real life, because none of my real life friends really have it. So it's just cool to have people to talk to, which obviously, what's the point of this? It's to have people to talk to, aka myself and some friends, I guess, when they talk to me again. Yeah. That is the best moment I have had this week, was joining a community. It's a pretty good moment. I liked it. It was really enjoyable to finally be a part of something again. But there are two types of moments in this world: the best and the worst. And God, this week was insufferable. I'm just going to be honest, this week was insufferable. It was the last week before I could finally go home for a whole week. I'm off now. Next week's episode is probably going to be really boring. I'm going to try and go out as much as possible, don't get me wrong, but it's still probably going to be quite boring. But it felt like I was trying to just slog through, and I realised that is not how I should be living. But I couldn't do anything about it this week. I'm going to try and fix that through the coming weeks. Try and get more revision done. Maybe focus on revision this week instead of focusing on video games or whatever. However, I will be doing something with my online friends. I actually forgot about that until today. So, worst moments were difficult for me to pick. Two moments, really. One of them is less of a moment. One of them is definitely a moment that made me feel depressed afterwards. Especially 2 days. That one was 2 days before today. So 2 days before Valentine's Day, and it's weirdly relevant. But we'll start with the one that's less of a moment, and it was just yesterday. Yesterday was horrendous. I started off the day with double maths, and I like maths. I love maths. And we did it, and I found out that I'd left my paper at home. A paper that I'd done about, pretty much the day I recorded the last episode was the day that I finished that paper, and I'd left it at home. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I told the teacher, I was like, sorry, I've left it at home. She didn't believe me. And I think she said to me, it's your GCSE, not mine. And fuck, that hit hard. Because, well, I felt like I'd done something wrong when I really hadn't. I'd just been forgetful. And it nearly ruined the rest of my day for me. And it would have ruined the rest of my day for me if there weren't other things that ruined the rest of the day for me. So we started off with that. I just felt like a disappointment throughout the entire thing. Break happens, and I get to period 3. Biology. My favourite lesson. And yeah, biology's a great lesson. We had a test, and I finished quite quickly. I was like, I'm confident with a lot of the answers. Biology teacher instantly shut me down. Looked at my, said, "Give me your tests. There better be no gaps on it." And I said, there is a gap or two in it because I didn't know the answer. And she was like, "Well, I'm not teaching all of this just for you to forget all the stuff during the GCSE." Boom. I immediately felt like a disappointment again. I was like, fuck's sake. So, I went through, refilled in the fucking gaps. God, I don't want to think about this fucking day. It sucked. I just want to leave it behind me, but I gotta keep going. So I filled in the gaps. She looked through the test and she said, "This isn't." And on the answers I was a little more confident on that I'd actually filled in, she went, "This isn't specific enough. You need to go more specific." And she complained at me again. She was like, "This is not what you should be doing. Have you learned anything from our lessons?" And boom, I felt like more of a disappointment. And I was like, I did it. I rechecked for all the things, added a bunch of information that didn't feel necessary but probably was. And she just stared at me as I handed in the paper for the 3rd time at this point. And that fucking sucked. And then I had English. First of all, English sucks. But it was fine. I got through it. I did what I needed to do till the end of the lesson, where she started giving old homeworks back. And she gave us back this one homework. And she said, when she'd given them all out, that she could tell who tried and who didn't, and that she wanted us to go through it again. Rewrite essays and stuff. And I know I did. I know I'm one of the people who didn't try, because I was not in a good place when I had to do that piece of homework. That was a summer holiday homework. That was a homework we had to do at summer holidays in term 1. Throughout the summer holidays, I fucking hated myself. I hate myself now. Don't get me wrong. There were parts of me that I absolutely despise, but back then, I just wanted to cry all the time. I didn't, because I don't really cry that much anymore. But I just wanted to lay down and keel over and die most of the time. I mean, it was a horrible experience. That first term wasn't much better. It was the term where I fixed myself, and the term where I actually did most of that homework. But I didn't do well. I didn't do well in that homework at all. And it feels like shit to be saying shit like this. It makes me feel like shit. And I feel like shit now. But, yeah. And then she gave us more homework. Boom. I mean, I couldn't have felt like more of a disappointment. The only good part of that day was finally being able to come home and go, it's over. And I guess the last 2 periods were fine because it was PE. But I didn't even do that well in that either. I mean, I was one of the best players on my team, don't get me wrong, but that wasn't difficult when one of our team members was Brady. I don't know even. Oh. I got kidnapped. I'm sorry. This isn't me anymore. This is a different person. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm not afraid to say his name because I'm not saying his last name. There are a billion people in this world called Brady, and my friends know exactly who I'm talking about. And a few of them were there on the day, and they will agree with me. He was shit. He was genuinely like one of the worst players of all time. And wow, I have been going on for a while, haven't I? Let me check. Jesus Christ. What, that's 40 minutes now? But there was a little 5-minute break. That's fine. I've still got stuff to say, so let's go. I have a second worst moment of the week. Yay! You'd probably think that my week was the worst week of all time. I just got ping fucking again. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I had the worst week, bro. It sucked. I'm not even gonna try and downplay it and be like, oh, I'm just a pussy little fucking bitch. No, it sucked. It did. And it will suck a lot. It will keep sucking. I mean, I got 2 days left of this week, basically. However, the halftime show was technically, so yeah, just ignore that. On Wednesday, I went into my computing lesson, and I chose somewhere to sit, because we were in a different room, so I chose somewhere to sit, and I just so happened to be sitting in an area where a bunch of other people were sitting. And I sat next to a woman. This isn't the same woman I was talking about the other day, or last week. This is a different woman that my friends know, but I will not disclose her name because I don't want this to be a thing. And one of her friends saw that I sat down here and went, oh look, it's, insert name here, it's their boyfriend. Because I talk to them a bit. Like, I talk to them sometimes. So, apparently now I'm her boyfriend. And they all just laughed it off. I was like, that's hilarious. Well, I didn't say that out loud. In fact, I'm pretty sure I just ignored them. Is my radiator's on? I didn't even realise until now. That hurt. It's so hot. And yeah, that weirdly hit me. That's the reason I'm talking about this today. Actually, is I was talking about the loneliness stuff. I just thought, holy fuck. Someone would even consider, like, people would even consider that. I am very open about my sexuality. I am biromantic, which means that, or I'm biromantic in a way. I'm basically sexually attracted to women, but only romantically attracted to men. I'm pretty open about that, except maybe to my family, whatever. They're here at the moment. I hope they can't hear me. They probably can't because I have noise insulation. And I just kind of thought, damn, no one ever has even considered looking at me and going, yeah, no, that could be someone's boyfriend. I'm fat. I'm not the most handsome guy in the world. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not ugly. But I'm not, like, attractive, I wouldn't say. And I'm generally a bit of a nerd, and people are just like, oh, that guy's. I feel like a lot of people look at me and go, or know of me and go, well, how the fuck would he get into a relationship? You know, the fact that someone said that, it for some reason hit me, and I still don't know why. Like, that is the stupidest thing ever. And it's kind of behind me now. I don't really care about stuff like that. But, you know, I just thought it meant something for a second. Even if it was just for that day. And then Thursday happened, and I basically wanted to kill myself that day. So, oops, got completely dethroned. Anyway, I've been yapping to you long enough. My name is Joseph, also known as Paul3. You can find me on Twitch, PRTL3. If you are listening on Spotify, because I'm going to start uploading these to Spotify, you can find me on YouTube at Portal3, where I will upload just another version of this. I don't really think it matters. I'm going to start trying to upload to Spotify, don't get me wrong. It might not even work. You might not even be hearing this. But I hope that you all have an amazing day. And I will see you next week. Whether it's just through this stupid little series that I've started doing, or whether I actually see you if you're like a friend or something. Fucking let's hang out. I don't know. I actually just got a DM. Basically, the whole Kendrick Lamar concert tickets thing. I'm not getting them. I'm probably not getting them. You know, it can go another day. But I'll see you all. Have a great time. Yeah. See ya. We don't want to be ya.